Good morning, survivors. It's Angie. Today we're going to talk about no contact, and specifically we're going to talk about, does the narcissist miss you when he goes or she goes no contact, or does the silent treatment? All right, let's talk about it. So when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, a lot of times it's very painful, and then when you break up, it's almost like you're recovering from a drug, because what happens is that the narcissist will actually treat you like nothing, and you will literally sort of crave them. It's almost like a trauma bonding thing. So a lot of times my clients will say to me, does he or she miss me? Is it possible that they miss me? Or how could they just walk away and not care? You know, and that's what we're going to talk about. Does the narcissist miss you or not? Coffee. So, look, here's the thing. I'm going to give you the short answer, and it's going to hurt your feelings. The narcissist probably doesn't miss you. At least not in the same way that you miss him or her, okay? Oop, sorry, I think I just messed up with my volume. Anyway, so the thing is that when you've gone no contact with the narcissist, you do that for your own sanity, or sometimes they go no contact with you because they've broken up with you or whatever. But the narcissist, while they may not miss you, they do go through certain phases that feel uncomfortable to them, okay? And at the beginning, it often looks like anger or narcissistic injury, depending on how it went down. See, the thing is, the narcissist has had so much control over you for so long that when you actually have the nerve to take back your life, they often feel incredibly offended by this, okay? And not only that, but they will react in such a way that is just almost outrageous with the way they behave. They push, they pull, they tell everybody bad things about you, and in fact, they've probably been doing that all along in order to prepare for this moment, because inevitably the narcissist, whether he or she discards you or you move on, they have to know that the relationship's never going to work in the long run. And even if it does, it's going to suck for you, my friend. See, the narcissist sees you as an extension of himself or herself, and for that reason, they can't actually believe that you've made such a choice to send them packing, so to speak. And even if they send you packing and you decide, you know what, that's it, I'm done, they still feel offended, because they think they should have the right to come back and get you whenever you want, because of course you're not, in their opinion, a real person. You are simply an extension of them, and or, you know, an object to be used at his or her discretion. Then you've got the silent treatment, and that is when a narcissist will, you know, because they think that you're property to them, they think that you're someone who should do what they say because that's what they think should happen. They will often take it beyond a normal and healthy amount of that. Now, I know what you're thinking. The silent treatment is something that shouldn't be an issue for you when you go no contact, right? Because you're already no contact, so of course they're going to give you the silent treatment. Well, the fact is that most people don't. Not most people. Some people don't go fully no contact. They might still text message or accept emails or whatever. And when that happens and the narcissist decides to give you the silent treatment because you have failed or done something that they consider unacceptable, then you find yourself, you know, a lot of times victims and survivors will find themselves kind of going back to the narcissist because they think, maybe it really was my fault. Why aren't they talking to me, you know? That's because they feel rejected. The victims or survivors feel rejected, ironically, by the way that the narcissist has treated them. And of course, that's when you find the hoovering happens. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. When the narcissist sucks you back in. So for example, I have a client the other day. She told me that her narcissist, who she finally has broken free from, so proud of you if you're watching, she said that he showed up at her front door with some flowers, and he wanted to, you know, apologize but not get back together. Now, y'all know that what his purpose was obviously something sinister. I believe that he may have moved on with another person, but wants to keep this beautiful woman in his stable of opportunity, or whatever you want to call it, narcissistic harem. He wants backup supply, and he wants her to be it. And luckily, she's too smart for that, and she's not going to fall for it. So, yeah. And of course, you've got the ones who have moved on for sure, and who come back and tell you, you know, well, it's your fault that I moved on because I was so lonely when you left me. But hey, now that we're talking, maybe we could still work something out. Again, you're gonna find yourself in a situation, if you go for it, where you're going to be feeling very alone and very confused and very shared. Oh well, sharing the narcissist. In any case, it's not healthy and it's not worth your time. And if you're smart, you'll step away from that. What was interesting about my client's story is that she actually felt for just a moment like maybe she was wrong. Like maybe he really did do something, good, and maybe he really did have intentions that were good. But this guy particularly was, he was a horrible boyfriend to her. Every time she took him back, he treated her terrible, like she didn't matter, like she was nothing. So this is important information. Because the fact is, as we've discussed before, narcissists really don't change. So even if they pretend like they're going to, the fact is that they will not change, and there's just not a whole lot you can do about it except for to move on and find someone healthier to be with, or just be by yourself, because honest to God, you guys, being alone is so much better than being unhappy. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely. You're probably already isolated from a lot of people that you used to be close with in your life, so something to consider. In a few cases, the narcissist will actually decide that, they will, if you take them back, they will actually punish you for having left them in the first place and gone no contact, because they believe that you have made a serious mistake, and they believe it's really all your fault. It's not your fault, because they were obviously the person who caused you to have to go no contact. But if you take them back, you may be punished for your behavior. So that's one more reason you shouldn't. So does the narcissist miss you? Well, let me ask you something. Did you ever ask the narcissist what they loved about you? And what did they say? Because I did, and so did a lot of other people. And what most narcissists will tell you that they love about you is, I love how you put your hands on my back. I love how you treat me. I love how you make me feel. I love blah, 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 how you blah, blah, me. Okay, they never say, something like, I love that you're so sensitive. I love that you're such a good, writer. I love that you're such a good cook, whatever, unless it actually benefits them directly. And in fact, if you are if you're doing something for yourself or something that you love to do, they will do anything they can to stop you. So narcissists miss a person, a body, someone that they can be their horrible selves with and still keep around. And so when you take that away from them, sure, they're going to come after you. And the only way that you can really win at this game is to go and stay no contact. And if you cannot do that, then you go low contact, and you go gray rock whenever you have to deal with them. That's always the best option. Okay? So that's all I've got for today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. I've got meetings today to go to and all this other stuff. So I've already done my vision board video for you. So I'll post that later today as well. Okay? You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for letting me be part of your day today and part of your recovery. I have much enjoyed our coffee together today, and I will see you later. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.